everyone. Today we will start with the participle. Just read this sentence. Hearing the noise, the boy woke up. The word hearing qualifies the noun boy. As an adjective, it is formed from the verb hear and it governs the object, the noise. It partakes nature of both a verb and an adjective. It may be called a verbal adjective. So we can say that participle is a verb which partly is a verb and partly an adjective. Participle is that form of a verb which partakes of the nature both of a verb and an adjective. Participles are of 3 or 4 types and they can be discussed as the following examples. He met a girl carrying a basket. So here in this sentence, it comes after the verb which is transitive and it takes an object. We met a girl. Met is the verb which is transitive because it is taking an object girl and the girl is being qualified as carrying a basket. Loudly knocking at the gate, he entered. In this sentence, the participle is modified by an adverb, that is loudly. The child, thinking all was safe, attempted to cross the road. The child, thinking all was safe, he attempted to cross the road. He rushed into the field and fighting fell. Besides the present participle, we can form from each verb another participle called its past participle, which represents a completed action or state of thing spoken of. As for example, blinded by dust, they fell into disorder. Deceived by his friends, he lost all hope. So deceived is the example of past participle. It is formed from the verb deceive. Time misspent is time lost. Driven by hunger, he stole a piece of bread. Driven is the past participle of the verb drive. Driven by hunger, he stole a piece of bread. We saw the trees laden with fruits. So laden is the past participle of load. Next comes that besides these two simple participles, the present and the past, we also have what is called a perfect participle that represents an action and completed at some past time, as Having rested, we continued our journey. So, the work of resting is completed. Having rested, we continued our journey. Having gained truth, he kept quiet. The work of gaining is complete. So, perfect participle is used. In the following examples, the participles are used as simple qualifying adjectives in front of a noun, thus, they are called participle adjectives. As per example, a rolling stone gathers no dust. Stone is the noun and rolling is the participle which is qualifying the stone. Which stone? Rolling stone gathers no dust. The creaking door awakened the dog. The dog was awakened by the door. Which door? Creaking door. So creaking is the participle which is adjective qualifying the door. He played a losing game. Which game? Game is the noun and which game? Losing game. So losing is an adjective. Similarly, we had a drink of the sparkling water. Which water? Sparkling water. His tattered coat needs mending. Which coat? Tattered. So coat is the noun and tattered is the adjective participle. A lying witness ought to be punished. Which witness? A lying witness. He played a losing game. A burnt child dreads the fire. Which child? Burnt. So burnt is here participle adjective. He wears a worried look. Which look? Worried look. So worried is again an participle which is adjective. He was reputed to be the most learned man. What type of man? Learned man. From these examples, it will be noticed that a participle admits of degrees of comparison also. Used adjectively, the past participle is passive in meaning and the present participle is active in meaning. Let us just recapitulate what we have already learned about participle. A participle is a verbal adjective. Like a verb, it may govern a noun or a pronoun. As for example, hearing the noise, the boy woke up. The noun noise is governed by the participle hearing. Like a verb, it may be modified by an adverb. As loudly knocking at the door, he entered. Here, the participle knocking is modified by the adverb loudly. Like an adjective, it may quality a noun or a pronoun. Having rested, the men continued their journey. Like an adjective, it may be compared as the education is most pressing need of our time. Here the participle pressing is compared by prefixing most.